The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
Force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down.
These two teams met in Baltimore. You might remember earlier in the year with the Ravens winning that game. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. Again, it's Harris on second down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they work this well upfield across the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only they're controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
Now he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
He's going to go for a big play downfield.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
But give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
The Ravens at 6-4 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Yeah, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Back to throw. Dancing to his left.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's a give up the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his left. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Tucker with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now Pickett on 4th down. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Pickett sets up play action. Steps away. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And he's got it inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive.
Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Pickett. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. but credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of momentum from the offense. Coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
After the sack on 1st down, Pickett, there goes a deep ball, end zone. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 42 yards.
And the Steelers have got it back to within a score.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Hey,
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
Yellow, go!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. kicker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Pickett now on 1st down. Here's Freiermuth again.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game.
Picked up by Marcus Williams. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
And the Ravens are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Steps away to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Defensively, celebration time, because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the slot man goes in motion left. Back to throw again. Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll look to throw again.
And yet again, it's McLaurin. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
So we have come to halftime and what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the 2nd half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Black Ultra.
Looking to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Pickett to throw on first down.
He's going to wind up and air it out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure this.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Wormley. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He'll drop to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To try again after the sack. Pickett. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Though certainly in a pickle here, they have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down.
He's going to go up top again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there.
Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
Going up top. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Pickett will try to throw for this.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about... And intercepted! Maybe the turning point they need. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. First and 10, here's Pickett.
He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 2nd and 10, Pickett. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
They're going to run it with Harris, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Hands it off out of the gun.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways.
Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On second down, this is Harris. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
Give him big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Trouble, 38.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Ravens look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And a nice job.
Get back into the game. Teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not... They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
From the gun on third down, Pickett.
He's going to take another shot here. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 41.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ready. Ultra. Ready.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Terry McLaurin, a 16-yard touchdown. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing it in their...
And my goodness, another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dre Greenlaw getting home on that one.
Ready?
Well, Charles, a lot of